What was going through your mind, how you were feeling when you found out the news of the new Pope being chosen on the second day of the conclave?
Sure. The white smoke is always a great joy for people around the world. And so the minute that white smoke hits, we know we have a little bit of time waiting to find out who the Pope will be. And that's a good time to kind of gather together for watch parties and get people in the same room to be able to hear the news together. And so when that white smoke hit, we were expecting it maybe today, maybe in, a little bit later today, or my fear was it was going to be overnight and we were going to be asleep and miss it. So there's something joyful about the fact that we were awake and ready to be able to rejoice the minute that white smoke started to billow at St. Peter's in Rome.
And given the significance of the first ever American Pope selected to have such a powerful position in our nation, in our global world, what does that mean, or what is the significance in the new Pope being American?
Yeah, I think that it was an American was a surprise to me, and I think most Catholics, especially American Catholics, didn't think an American Pope was something that would happen, at least not anytime soon. And particularly because this isn't one of the well-known American popes that we hear kind of leading and guiding the church, because a lot of his time was spent outside of the United States. But it is an incredible joy for American Catholics, but for the world, to know that we now have a Pope who's from America, who was raised here, who grew up in a parish and went to a parish school right here in the United States, and to be able to celebrate and rejoice with the fact that America has been now represented as a part of the universal church in such a profound way.
That's right, and we just spoke a little bit about it earlier, just before we started rolling, but for the people that don't know the significance of the Pope and the significance of the Catholic Church and the significance now of us having an American leading the Vatican City, what would you tell to those people that aren't as informed on the symbolism of today?
Yeah, I think the papacy for Catholics is something that's really important, not just for the symbol or the ritual, but from the very beginning of the time of Jesus Christ, he started a church. And our first pope is St. Peter, his apostle. And to know that that has continued unbroken since the time of Jesus means that it's a little bit more than just our leader. He is our shepherd on earth, but he also is the one who keeps the church together and keeps the timeless truths of Jesus the same. What we do when we come together as Catholics for the sacraments and the life of grace in the church is the same and has been for 2,000 years. And it's because we always have a Holy Father, a Pope, who leads and guides the church on earth. And ultimately, the goal is that he does that in order to get us all to be together as one church in heaven.
Tell me a little bit about the church that you lead, the beautiful room that we're standing in right now. Tell me a little bit about your time as father for this church, and if there will be any specific message you'll be giving in your next in your next service with those that are coming with the new news of the Pope.
I think that I have the gift of being the pastor here at Our Lady of Mount Carmel Parish and School. And so we have a huge community of people who are very faithful. We have a significant Spanish community as well here who come together to pray in the Spanish language. And there's something joyful about seeing that universal part of our Catholic Church. And it's a gift to be able to be a pastor, to be a priest of the church. I think the message that I have is the same message that our Holy Father would give to us, which is ultimately that Jesus loves us, that he has given his very life for us, and that in the Catholic Church there's an incredible gift of the life of grace that leads us closer to Jesus and helps make us holier people so that one day we can be saints in heaven too.
That's right. Thank you so much, Father. Are there any lasting messages you'd like to say to the community, or how people can get involved with this church?
Yeah, I think one of the great things about it being an American Pope is just something I didn't think about until today. I was reading more about him before he became a cardinal and ultimately was named to be a successor of St. Peter. And that was that he grew up in Chicago and he went to parish schools. And when he was ordained a priest for the Augustinians, they knew him as Father Bob. And I think about, my parish all knows me as Father Dan, and now he's the Pope. He's the leader of the universal church. And he's not just going to be a Pope for America, he's the Pope for the world. And there's something really incredible to know that that's a gift for America to be represented, but really it's a gift to the whole church.